Okay, we are doing ACE homework here. Numbers 1, 2, 3, and 15. So let's start with number 1. Hoshi walks 10 meters in 3 seconds. Part A asked us, what is her walking rate? Well, to figure that out, we say that it's 10 meters in 3 seconds. All right, so 10 over 3. So she walks 10 meters in 3 seconds. That equals 3.33, and the 3 goes on forever, so we put a line over it, so it's repeating 3. So her walking rate in meters per second is 3.33. Okay, the next question, B. At this rate, how long does it take her to walk 100 meters? Well, we can just set up a proportion. So, since it takes her 10 meters in 3 seconds, that's going to equal 100 meters over x. So x is what we're trying to find out. We're trying to find out how many seconds it takes her. So if we just do cross multiplication, 10x equals 300. 3 times 10 is 3 times 100 is 300. And then divide by 10, so x equals 30. So it takes 30 seconds. All right. Okay, for part C. Suppose she walks the same rate for 50 seconds. How far does she walk? Once again, you can set a proportion. So if she is walking 10 meters in 3 seconds, the unknown is the meters. We want to find out how many meters she walks in 50 seconds. So once again, we can cross multiply. So 3x equals 500. Okay. So then when we divide by 3, we get x is about 167. And let's make sure we put our units on there. Meters. So 500 divided by 3 is about 167 meters. Okay, so for D, write an equation that represents the distance D, that's represented by D, that Hoshi walks in t seconds. And so we did this yesterday. So it's going to be, your distance is going to equal the walking rate in meters per second times t. And I would accept either one of these. So I would accept 3.33 repeating t, or 10 over 3t. Either one works for me. Okay, number 2, Milo walks 40 meters in 15 seconds, and Mira walks 30 meters in 10 seconds. Whose walking rate is faster? All right, so for Milo, 40 divided by 15 is about 2.7 meters per second. For Mira, hers is 30 meters in 10 seconds, so that equals 3 meters per second. So that means that Mira's walking rate is faster at 3 meters per second. So she's walking a little bit faster. Okay, question 3 is asking us, the table below gives the distance Jose, Mario, and Melanie travel for the first 3 hours. Assume that each person cycles at a constant rate. So here is our table for that. A asks us, let's see, find the average rate at which each person travels during the first 3 hours. Explain. All right, so Jose travels 15 miles in 3 hours. So 15 divided by 3 equals 5 miles per hour, so that's his average. Mario, he is traveling 21 miles in 3 hours. So 21 divided by 3 equals 7 miles per hour. Now for Melanie, she is traveling 27 miles in 3 hours. So 27 divided by 3 equals 9 miles per hour. So to find the average, you just take the total. For Melanie, for example, her total is 27, divided by the number of hours. And then you're going to get the average. Okay, and part B. Find the distance each person travels in 7 hours. Jose, let's see, 5, which is the average number of miles that he does per hour times the 7 hours. That gives us 35 miles. So in 7 hours, he is going to travel 35 miles. For Mario, since he averages 7 miles per hour, 7 times 7 equals 49 miles. So he is probably going to complete 49 miles. And for Melanie, since she averages 9 miles per hour, 9 times 7 equals 63 miles. So she's going to travel 63 miles. Okay, for C, D, E, F, G, H, and I will do that live in class so I can show you the graphs. Okay, number 15. Jelani is in a walking race at his school. In the first 20 seconds, he walks 60 meters. In the next 30 seconds, he walks 60 meters. In the next 10 seconds, he walks 35 meters. And in the last 40 seconds, he walks 80 meters. All right, so A says to describe how Jelani's walking rate changes during the race. As you can see here, in the first 20 seconds, Jelani is walking at about 3 meters per second. And the way I figured that out is I did 60 over 20, and that equals, better equal sign there, 3 meters per second. So he starts off 3 meters per second, and then in the next 30 seconds he's gonna also walk 60 meters. Okay, so 60 over 30, that's about 2 meters per second. Okay. Okay, and then he sped up to 3.5 meters per second for the next 10 seconds, and then walked at a rate of 2 meters per second for the last 40 seconds. So it looks like he kind of started at a rate, he started really going fast, and then he slowed down. So for B, what would a graph of Jelani's walking race look like? I will construct the graph in class.